Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Through the Glass Table. I'm Ismael.
And I'm Everett.
And today we're going to be talking about Black Mass.
Johnny Depp puts on bad makeup and another silly voice in Black Mass, the biopic of famed fugitive James Whitey Bulger. The story centers around Whitey's relationship with FBI agent John Connolly, played by Joel Edgerton, and his quest to become the king of the mean streets of South Boston by bravely ratting out his competition in exchange for federal immunity. So, Isma, what did you think of Black Mass?
Overall, I thought it was an alright movie. I mean, it's not the greatest thing out there right now, but Johnny Depp, man. Johnny Depp.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's so good in everything, and then everything he's in is pretty terrible.
Well, I wouldn't say he's so good in everything. I mean, he has a couple of stinkers.
Yeah.
What I think is that, what you're trying to say is that he gives like stellar performances, but like the cast around him can't.
Yeah,
sometimes.
He's just steeped in mediocrity all the time.
But I actually think it's refreshing to kind of see him out of that like whole Jack Sparrow crap that he's been doing for like so many years.
Always with some sort of funny hat or some funny voice.
Yeah, that's true.
The past couple of years.
And it's also his partnership with Tim Burton is kind of like
stale partnership.
So it's kind of refreshing to see him in like with a new director, a new role, and he really falls into it, which I think is the highlight of this movie. Is his performance.
Yeah. Too is he's very laid back too. It's not too flashy. Like he's just in the mix. He's just doing what he needs to do here and there to bring out, the best in the scenes. It's not like he's all over the place or
Yeah.
He's restrained. He's very restrained.
He is.
Yeah. It was very well written. The scenes were very well written. They were well performed by all the actors. Who was in it? Joel Edgerton. What's his name?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch. Humperdinck or whatever his name.
No.
And overcooked Matt Damon.
Overcooked Matt Damon was the same guy.
Jesse Plemons. No, Jesse Plemons.
Oh, Jesse Plemons.
Yeah.
Overcooked Matt Damon. Also, Kevin Bacon was in here, which was surprisingly.
Yeah. And Amy Poehler's husband from
Amy Poehler. Adam Scott.
Yeah,
Adam Scott was in this film. He looked like a 70s porn star, man. It was like I was waiting for him to just take off his clothes and start fucking everybody.
In fact, I think you laughed the first time you saw him. It was just like he had a very serious face. He was just like I'm acting, and you just started laughing.
The first complaint that we agreed on is that this movie really doesn't have a driving force behind it, like a plot that interweaves all of these great written scenes.
There's no backbone. Like, you would need. I know it's complicated because it's a biopic, so you can't really make up, or you shouldn't make up a lot of things. But in a movie, there's a problem is stated, and then to get our attention, we want to see the journey of how that problem is resolved, and there never really is anything that drives you towards that. Like we know, okay, so maybe this will be the story of how he became an informant for the FBI, and then we're going to see how that unravels, and it really never does.
Do you think it would have been better like if they just focused more on Johnny Depp himself, like Jimmy Bulger, instead of just trying to make this an ensemble piece? Because that's what they were trying to do, what it looked like.
Yeah, I think maybe part of the problem what we're saying is that there's no backbone. Is probably there's also no real lead character because they don't focus on Jimmy Bulger. They don't focus on Jimmy Bulger all the time. And so, in my brain, I was like, well, who is the main character? Because it seems like we're going through all these people. Maybe it would have been a lot more focused if we were just following his journey towards whatever he was to become. Although I'm reluctant to say that I wish there was more Johnny Depp because I think a lot of what makes this movie work and his performance work is he's a lot laid back. Yeah, so maybe too much of him would have made it like, here's another vehicle for him to.
Yeah. And what I really didn't like too, just as like this is just superficial, was like his makeup.
Yeah.
Like
it's pretty silly.
I didn't really like his eyes were really really like crystal blue.
And then I would look at pictures of Jimmy Bulger, and he don't look very much like him. Yeah. So
it was kind of just like funny makeup thrown on Johnny Depp, which is sad because he was a great performance. So when it was just kind of like contradicting, like his facial appearances and just what he was saying and expressing were not matching.
And it's been a long time since we've seen Johnny Depp just being himself, just acting. Like I think maybe Gilbert Grape or like Ed Wood even. But he's never really been just in a dramatic
Yes,
movie.
he has. Finding Neverland.
What is that?
That's where he plays
JM whatever, the guy that wrote
Peter Pan.
I didn't even know that was a movie. I don't think anyone knows that was a movie.
Finding Neverland is a great movie.
Didn't the guy that wrote Peter Pan, wasn't he like a child molester?
No.
Yeah, there's like a whole thing. We'll do another video on that. But there's a whole thing where he like the whole fantasy of Peter Pan is based off of his rumors of like he was with some woman who would
Just let it go.
Okay.
Just let it go.
Since we're on the subjects of gangster movies, what's your favorite gangster movie?
What's my favorite gangster movie? What's the one with Because if I say Godfather, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, it's like a staple."
But you can like Godfather.
I do like Godfather. I like Godfather 2 though more than all the other Godfathers.
It's a better movie.
Yeah, that's it for pretty much Godfather 2 for me.
Goodfellas is my absolute favorite.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, it's just so violent and so just out of control. It's so fun. Godfather I love too, but that's a very you gotta sit down and think about what you're watching. Goodfellas is just madness. I like that movie so much. Is Casino considered?
Oh, I guess it would be.
Because they run the casino.
That's the one with Ray Liotta, right?
No, that's Goodfellas.
That's Goodfellas.
Casino is Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci again. It was right after Goodfellas. And I think, what's her name too? Catwoman's in it.
Halle Berry?
No, not that Catwoman.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. I think she's in it.
Anne Hathaway?
No.
As a baby? As a uterus? I mean, a fetus? Uterus. Overall, what would you give the movie?
There's a lot worse movies than that. There's a lot better gangster movies than that, than Black Mass. I guess I would give it a 3 out of 5. It was well written, well directed. It just didn't have any focus or any structure, and performances were good. Just
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree, but my score is 2.5 out of 5, just because that extra 0.5 is for my boo, Johnny Depp. Just personally, I think he's a phenomenal actor, and he made the movie. If it wasn't for him, I would probably not like the movie.
So that's pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. And if there's anything you want us to review, maybe put it at the bottom. I don't know.
What is your favorite gangster movie?
Exactly.
Why don't you give us a list?
Yeah, so if you give us a list, maybe we'll review some of the ones that we pick out from whatever you post. So that's pretty much it, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.